Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's been a while since I did one of these, but I noticed that we have a new version of LiveNX that was just released, 24.3.0. It was released about a week ago. I think I first saw this yesterday, which is the 10th of December, and I finally got to looking at the release notes today, and they're quite exciting. Not super exciting, but we should see some interesting stuff. So let's check it out. Not too interesting on the build information, unless you're interested in Java and Ubuntu versions. Still on 22.04. Java, I don't really acquaint myself much with that. But if that's interesting to you, there it was. Now, new features and enhancements. Major capabilities. Alerting. Added an alert for application bandwidth. This really caught my attention, which is really great. It's something that I was looking for a long time with LiveNX, trying to see, okay, you know, when X application is using X bandwidth, I want to know, as opposed to the total bandwidth for an interface, a site, etc. So this is, I would say, almost a sea change, a paradigm shift. It's going to enable a lot more nuance in visibility, observability, not application, but alert applicability. Can't overstate that enough. Next, this is interesting. Alert based on dynamic thresholds based on historic data. This is great. Dynamic thresholds. Finally, LiveNX is being dynamic about alerts. Now we know that LiveNX can be dynamic about creating applications, identifying applications, and that's always been some fun functionality, putting the fun in functionality maybe. But alerting on dynamic thresholds, moving towards a place where we want to go. So what else? Authentication, that's not too huge. Might be interesting to you. Dashboards, user can now have more than 12 dashboards. I mean, I've only ever really used maybe one or two main ones, even in administration and helping people. And then I have a couple more that I'd use to spin up for particular incidents, and then I'd repurpose them as soon as that incident was over. But if you want to have more than 12 dashboards, you can. RIP to maybe your browser when you try and load more than 12. But your mileage may vary there. Network intelligence live assist can now perform root cause analysis on select alerts. That could be interesting if you use that functionality. Reporting, FlowStore v2 now supports many more filters and reports. Not super specific here, but that'll be interesting to dig in if you use FlowStore v2. Next, minor capabilities. Authentication, simplified login screen for non-local authentication mechanisms like, Okta and all the other ones. So I don't know what that looks like, but allegedly it's simpler, so that's great. Dashboards, full screen dashboards can now cycle through multiple dashboards at a set interval. You can imagine how that can be useful. Have it be the display for your knock or something like that, and just have it always cycling through. So I can see that definitely being useful, especially, let's say you have, 5, 10, even 20, now that we can do more than 12 dashboards, a set of sites. So you just cycle through each site and, you can see all of them. Easy day. Onboarding, simplified process to remove interfaces. If you find that useful, then that'll be good. I have my own ways, which I do like in bulk operations using the API. So that's why I'm not super excited about that. But if they simplified it from the web UI, that could be fun. Could be fun. Reporting, this is interesting. A Flex search for TCP flags, finally. So if you know TCP flags and you want to filter on them, there you go. That could have some very fun implications, both from a performance standpoint and perhaps even security if you're looking at that kind of thing. So you can imagine. Flow path analysis added the device model to the topology table. Can be okay. You know, we got the host name and things like that, IP address. Putting the device model could be interesting from a single pane of glass view. Bug fixes. I don't think that I've experienced these. LiveNX star fails, cloud license needs deactivating itself. Definitely, I don't think I've ever experienced that. But the web server occasionally restarting sort of on its own, I don't think I've seen that. But it's good that that's fixed. Maybe I'll never experience that. Finally, known issues, discrepancies in data and presentation for certain reports when using FlowStore v1 versus FlowStore v2. I haven't experienced this, but again, it's good to know that they're aware of it and hopefully have fixed it, or they're on the way to fixing it. Cisco Managed Services Interface removed. I never used it, never even knew it was a thing. Go me. The Video Surveillance Operations Manager support has been removed. Again, never saw it, never knew that was a thing. So I hope it wasn't super useful because I'll never experience it. And the API update. Nothing super big. The SSO SAML endpoint has some additional stuff, both the post and the get. And then the SSO config validate, the post, has some changes. So overall, I just want to go back, mention application bandwidth alerts. That's great. Dynamic thresholds. Those are the two big things I'm excited about. So hopefully you'll be excited about it too. I'm going to do the upgrade on my lab server almost immediately. I don't have too much stuff, especially stuff that's going to deliver me this kind of intel. But if I discover anything interesting, I'll certainly follow this up. So thanks for your attention. I hope that your excitement about LiveNX equals or exceeds mine. If it doesn't, tell me why. Peace.